A few days ago the battery quit charging in my girlfriend's car here, and I suspected it was the alternator, and so I whipped it out of there and had a look at it, and I saw that one of the slip rings where the brushes run was deeply grooved, and it was just plugged full of junk. I would imagine that's the old copper from the slip ring. And so I cleaned it up as best I could, and I put it back together, and it actually worked for a short period of time, and then it quit again. So I found a how-to to temporarily fix a slip ring. I have a new alternator on order, but it won't be here for another week, so I'm going to try and fix this one. So I'm going to whip this alternator out of here, and then I'll be back and I'll show you what exactly I mean. Alright, that was fairly quick. So I've got the alternator out, and I've got the dust cover, this off the back. This in the center is your brush housing. There's two screws here and here to hold it in. So I'm going to take that out, and then there's 4 screws around the outside here that are connected to the diodes, from what I understand, and I'm going to take those out, and then we'll remove this whole rectifier plate here. Alright, be back shortly. Alright, so I misspoke. That's a voltage regulator, not a rectifier. Alright, so as you can see, this back slip ring is just deeply grooved. I don't know if you can... There, and it's actually worn right through to the plastic. Now, the video I watched, a fellow used copper tape to wrap around there and then solder it in place to repair it. I don't have any copper tape, so I'm going to try some 14-2 house wire, because it is a copper lead, and I'm just going to wrap it around there and see if I can solder it in place, and then we'll do some fine finishing on it afterwards. Okay, be back in a minute. Alright, so I've wrapped that with 14-2 copper wire, and then I've soldered it back in. I've used a file and a drill. I use this drill to spin it and file it down round. And there is some solder lines in that copper, but let's see if it works. Okay, I've got the alternator back in the car. I've tried to bench test it, but I couldn't find any explanation on how to really do that easily. So let's find out. This car has a remote start option. So right now the battery's at 1193. Let's press that. That looks better. I know this car has a lot of rattles and stuff, but so now we have 12.5, 12.4. Let's try it again. That is, but that doesn't sound good. Anyway, I'm gonna let it run for a bit and let it charge, and see if that voltage drop when the initial startup comes up any. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so the engine's warmed up and it's charged for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. up to a little over 10. That's actually pretty good. Means the battery's okay. It is idling a little low. I don't know. That looks like it will get it through until the new alternator comes. And I'm really interested now to see what the new alternator puts out. I know it should be around 14 volts or maybe 14 and a half. So, I don't know. Looks like that fix might have worked for the short term. So let's cross our fingers. I'll let you know how it goes within the next few days. All right, bye for now.